Hello, and welcome to WSPR, The Whisper, and on Bubble at The Whisper. I'm your host, Alistair Featherbright, and with me are my compatriots and their new friend. I believe it's safe to say friend as well. Hello, everyone. Hello, Princess Rivulet Starfish, Renton Connolly, Gay-lynn, and Psyche Filiaeline. Hello. Thank you all for rejoining me. It's been quite an interesting day, I've heard, for you as well.
Indeed.
Oh, yes.
Well, it all started when we went into this temple covered in
dark and
webs, and it was really creepy.
People burritoed up in little webs. It was terrifying, yeah.
And then what happened next, Rivulet?
Pulsing light that was destroying me, and then I looked at it and I realized that it was a dimensional portal and that it would bring me to the
You did realize that before. Never mind.
None of us knew that was a dimensional portal.
I'm sorry, I'm going to ask a clarifying question. A blinking light?
Yes, it was this pyramid that blinked a red light.
All right, there was a device of some sort, a pyramidal device that was
Yes.
blinking.
Sort
And
of
it
the
was
center of the temple, pulsing with a sort
And I
of
was just-
infernal
It was
energy.
really
To
creepy.
this very interesting object, and then I realized that it was a dangerous thing and I should dismantle it.
We all
so I
said-
did.
And we all said, please don't do
Right.
that right this second while there are
But I
hostages
knew better.
in range.
Clearly.
clearly the years of diplomatic training that you've received in your experiences in the Kingdom of Atlantis have served you well, Your Highness.
Yes, they have.
And so this device was, it was, what was it used for before it was broken?
Bringing creatures from another portal.
And
From another plane, right? Some dark, creepy vault under
Plane
the
of
earth,
suffering.
Yeah.
filled with spider monsters and all kinds of other terrors.
Plan, but I
word.
take 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. We fought those spiders, though. We really
I
gave them what
defeated
we
them.
got. We worked together as much as we could, and
Right, some of us took a few more hits than others.
Yes, Paul Gay-lynn was very beat up.
Right.
I put my
Goodness.
best foot forward. But,
Right.
you know, it all worked
So-
out. I got some really nice new armor out of it.
And it does
I
look
can see that.
quite stunning.
I'm amazed at your resourcefulness and the ability to turn almost all of these creatures we're encountering into some sort of garment.
Almost
You might have another
instantaneously in
job
that.
as a
fashion
armory
designer.
or fashion designer. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll go to fashion school.
No end to your talents, I can see.
I can see that. That's not
So
a bad idea.
these
You are
creatures,
extremely stylish.
These creatures that you fought were not the same ones as we've seen, not the aberrations that have been attacking the city in various other districts and other
No,
reigns.
these were some haunted spider, arachnic type of corrupted, violent beings.
They were certainly creepy and gave me an enormous sense of foreboding. I don't know if I could say exactly whether they were or were not related to the naughty tentacle monsters, but they did look more like spiders and had no tentacles, so probably not immediately related.
They had traversed from a different plane, it did appear, but they were not aberrational in nature.
We found out that they were created by Pinterest,
Oh, goodness. So they're one of the,
corrupted by violence.
It's almost like they're reading from like some sort of notes or
I've noticed that Gay-lynn pays
just have
very
an
close
incredible
attention to
mind.
things we've encountered. And I suppose that picked up the note-taking from me, perhaps. Perhaps I've been an inspiration in my pursuit of the truth and news. I'm sorry, not the point.
Oh my God, hi, you're listening to us. Thanks. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, if you could leave us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast platform that you prefer, it would give me, and I'm sure all of us, a massive dopamine hit. And it helps spread the word about our amazing show that we're all having so much fun doing. If you could follow us on social media, we're at The Roll Report Cast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and that's it. And if you really like us and or you have all the money in the world, like some of our Bay Area friends do, you could support us at patreon.com/The Roll Report. Now back to the show.
these creatures were creations of the goddess Pentris, the goddess of the dark side of the moon and witchery and wild things, and had been released here into this temple. And shocking!
Yes.
And this device.
And well, we found out from Farron, the one of the guys that was working in the temple.
Oh, we revived
The
them.
priestess Filiaeline.
Saved them.
Farron, whatever.
Priestess
What's in the
of
name
my
anyway?
order.
Well, they told us that the device was placed by some red-robed types of people.
Perhaps there is a
Right.
connection to the harbingers of the Crimson after all. So
I
they,
think so.
Our
I think
old
so.
Might have-
enemies, the harbingers of the crimson.
one of them might have placed this device. Well,
Well, then on further inspection, after it was broken by Rivulet,
You're welcome.
and we looked and we found a kind of sigil of a raven, and that took us to
goodness.
a spot.
Yes,
An
an
artificer.
artificer.
That
Yeah.
took you
Artificer.
to Skylar
Who
Crowspark,
is
didn't
your
it?
Yes,
friend?
indeed.
Skylar
I'm
Crowspark.
shocked. Did she have anything to do with this?
No.
It
No,
does not
but
appear so.
You sure?
Dead she didn't.
Her mentor,
Her mentor
has a
did.
very similar sigil who does the exact same type of mechanic something that is his trademark type of
Right.
thing.
Right.
So
It is sort of like having a bomb and then signing it. I don't think it is her, unless she is far less intelligent than she initially appeared.
Right.
She is quite intelligent. She did help me design the receiving stones.
Yes, she said so.
I'm relieved to hear that she's not actually involved in the
Would have been a
harbingers.
bit of a bungle for you if she had
Hopefully.
been.
Right.
I
bit
suppose
of
it
a
would.
sticky wicket,
Yes,
if
as
you
they
will.
say, it would have.
Well, she's
Yeah.
claiming that the device was created by her mentor, Khmer.
come here. And I looked him
Come
up on Bubble,
Yes.
and he seems quite
Vane.
the paid advertiser.
Right.
And missing. I tried to contact him, and people tend to pick up when I call. And he didn't. And his last post was from like 2 weeks ago. So we're now quite concerned, and we're thinking maybe we should go check up on him and see if any of the Red Cloaks have been bothering him.
Do hope nothing untoward has been happening, but if he did indeed create this device and was working for the cult, I hope it was merely a financial arrangement. I could understand, I suppose, the nature of business and commerce and trade is such that if you needed the money, you might not look at them too closely.
That seems strange.
Well,
Well, it seems you all are perhaps going to be leaving the city then in pursuit of this person and the rest of the cult.
right. Well, that's certainly the direction that Sky has sent us in, this island to the northeast called Tridenton, where the humans are from.
Don't believe that's where the humans are from, if I'm not mistaken.
Great number of places.
Oh, are they? Well, I must have mixed that bit up.
It's-
Anyway,
well,
it's
okay.
the northeast.
Yes.
It's certainly to the northeast. It's possible that someone gave you incomplete information or inaccurate information, or the sort of unspoken deity ruling over our world did not make it clear.
Work on some
Right,
maybe
well,
standard
anyway.
human knowledge for you to
Yes,
have.
we'll have to talk to you about that more than Alistair. We better
I
get
look
straight on
forward to
this.
it. Perhaps I can even conclude my inquiries here and accompany you.
Excellent.
Well, thank you all for joining me once again on the Whisper and for the update. I do hope that we're able to find this person and continue our investigation.
Oh, and to put forth just a sort of warning for all folks who might be wanting to journey outside. It does appear that the aberrational threat is still active, so please stay indoors unless it so happens that an extraplanar tear appears in your residence. Then
Treacherous
flee it
times
as
these
quickly
days.
as possible.
Very treacherous
Then
times. It's
do
true.
go outside.
Right.
Please remain indoors. Contact the nearest council guard if you do see any of these creatures. Do not approach them. We've been asked to relay that information, and WSPR will continue to keep you updated with these developing stories. Thank you all for joining me once again.